Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hey everyone, Chris Brown here with your ClarkCountyToday.com video update for Monday, November 30th. New cases of COVID-19 continue to accelerate in Clark County with 849 new cases since last Wednesday. That's an average of 170 per day over the 4-day Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Hospitalizations also rose to 77 confirmed and 9 suspected cases, making up 13.7% of hospital capacity, the highest since the start of the pandemic. On the brighter side, there were no new deaths reported during that span, and active cases remained relatively unchanged at 397. Washington Governor Jay Inslee today announced the state is launching a new app for iPhone and Android designed to help notify people of a potential exposure to COVID-19. The WA Notify app was designed in conjunction with Apple, Google, and the University of Washington.
If someone who has WA Notify on their phone tests positive for COVID and is contacted by public health, they are given a verification code. When they enter that code in WA Notify, anyone they were near for a significant period of time in the last 2 weeks who also has WA Notify will get an anonymous notification that they may...
At a press conference this afternoon, Inslee stressed that the app is designed with security and privacy in mind, and no one is required to use it.
The system does not store any personal information. Second, it does not share any personal information. Third, it does not track your location. It doesn't know where you are. It won't store that information. It does not track which WA Notify users are notified if you test positive. And last, it doesn't provide any personal information to developers or to the Department of Health.
To learn more about the WA Notify app and how it works, check out our full story at ClarkCountyToday.com. A Vancouver police officer is on paid leave following an officer-involved shooting on Thanksgiving Day. Police responded to a disturbance call just after 7 p.m. at a home in the 2300 block of Southeast 177th Avenue after a family member texted 911 saying a 23-year-old family member was out of control and threatening to hurt them. The unnamed suspect was outside the house when officer arrived and went back inside, reportedly emerging with a baseball bat, which he refused commands to drop. Less lethal rounds were used, police said in a press release, but were ineffective. One officer fired after the man advanced on them with the bat in hand. He was taken to a local hospital for treatment. His condition has not been updated at this time. Protesters returned to downtown Vancouver on Sunday, still angry over the October 29th fatal police shooting of 21-year-old Kevin Peterson Jr. In a news release, Vancouver police said around 50 people gathered to protest, and about half as many counter-protesters showed up at the event, with many openly carrying weapons, adding to the tension of the situation. Protesters reportedly had targeted the home of Clark County Sheriff's Office Detective Jeremy Brown, one of the officers who opened fire during the incident in Hazeldale last month. One person was arrested on Sunday, identified as 38-year-old James DeBacqua. He was charged with fourth-degree assault and felony harassment. The investigation into Peterson's death has been handed over to the Clark County Prosecutor's Office, which has asked Pierce County for an outside review of the case. People who live in the city of Battleground will be glad to hear the City Council opted last week not to increase the property tax levy for next year. That decision followed the second of 3 public hearings to discuss the 2021 budget. Now, state law allows local municipalities to increase property tax levies by an inflation-adjusted amount each year not to exceed 1%, and this year's amount would have been just over 0.6%. Despite the decision not to take the increase, Council anticipates new construction will raise the amount of property tax revenue by nearly $123,000 next year to just over $3.44 million. The overall property tax levy will decrease from $1.35 per thousand of assessed value this year to $1.29 per thousand next year. The final public hearing and vote on the 2021 budget is scheduled for December 7th at 7 p.m. Members of the public can listen in via Zoom and are welcome to provide input. Well, there was a very special parade for one family in Clark County recently. Paul Valencia introduces the story, and Mike Schultz has the inspiring visuals.
The McCrow family lost their daughter Haley on December 2, 2009. Since then, the family has been donating blankets to Dornbecker Children's Hospital on every December 2nd. This year, there will be more blankets than ever, thanks to the generosity of Southwest Washington givers.
We're trying to come up with a creative way to donate them and get them to her. And we came up with the idea of doing a blanket parade. So we posted it on Facebook, it grew, and it's insane. It's the amount of blankets that are here today is incredible. Kindness 911 reached out to me and asked if they could sponsor the parade, and they set up drop locations and have gathered several blankets on their own as well. So this event is specifically blessing the McCrow family and for them to honor their daughter.
On behalf of Kindness 911, the Clark County Sheriff's Office, Ridgefield Police Department, Cowlitz Tribal Police Department, and the entire Kindness 911 family, we are going to unload 420 brand new blankets for you to donate to Dornbecker Children's Hospital.
Well, Nadine started the drive initially after our daughter Haley had passed, and we'd gotten blankets from people at Dornbecker's Children's Hospital while she was staying there. So Nadine came up with the idea of doing a drive for the children in Dornbecker so that she could get back to the blankets just like we had received. And so then first year we had, guessing in the 30s.
Yeah, 30 of them.
And then just sort of increased it every year till this is beyond any year, obviously, anything that's happened before. I think our best year, our biggest year
404.
was 404. And we definitely exceeded that this year. Wow. Yeah.
And this is just amazing, the whole parade of people and all the donation sites are set up. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I'm blown away by people's kindness, generosity. This is amazing. I'm literally speechless. I don't even know what to say.
Thank you so much for that report, Paul and Mike. Well, finally this evening, class pets are often a favorite part of any elementary school classroom community. First grade students of Marvina Bagaiski at Goss Elementary already enjoyed 2 hamsters, but now they also have a newborn Holstein calf. Bagaiski heard about the program in the summer, and she decided she just had to do it. So in early November, her class was assigned its family farm, Tower Dairy, in Hanscom, Michigan, and they were just recently introduced to their adopted calf, Pearl. Over the next 6 months, the Towers will send periodic updates, images and videos to view, plus activity sheets. Students will write letters to ask the family questions and send caring messages to the calf. It's not just for fun. The program incorporates subjects like language arts through the aforementioned letter writing, science as they learn the parts of pearl, and math as they chart the cow's growth. The class will get to meet their cow live, virtually at least, in April or May. Cool stuff. And that is your quick check of the stories we're following for you at ClarkCountyToday.com. If you want to stay in touch, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or via email, news@ClarkCountyToday.com. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with you again tomorrow.